Today, I thought I would share with you one of the meals I've been making pretty consistently. Actually, I've been eating this for I'd say the last couple weeks, but I find it to be a good balance of what I'm looking for. It's great flavor, so it fits my whole premise of trying to eat good, but also sustainably, like in a way that I know I can enjoy, but also in a way that fits my goals. Before we get started, I'm going to break down a few things, but this is just one way that I do it. And if you choose to follow this, of course, you would make the portions fit your goals. I use my scale. I measure everything out, and I'll talk about some of the measurements and what I do in my own personal, what you'll see with this meal, and what my measurements are. But here, I'll break down everything. So that was some chicken I had already cooked, grilled the other day. Of course, an avocado, a Fuji apple, a mandarin orange. I've been addicted to those. Corn tortillas. I'll talk to you about those at the end here. Love this dressing. The G. Hughes brand. There's a lot of sugar-free stuff. Also barbecue sauce as well. So I was trying out the dressing. Really good. I love craisins. Some feta. I do half a serving of this. And, of course, instead of having like kale or something, I'm using the dry slaw mix. So all I did here is I just showed you some of the prep work that I'm doing. And, I'm not a professional chef or something. I just really enjoy cooking and stuff. So don't follow me with my knife skills, things along those lines. I do a few things now that I'm watching that are probably not the best, like this, cutting into my hand. Now, I know my knife very well, so probably shouldn't do it exactly like this, but hey, whatever, at your own risk. Okay, so I'm gonna prep here and just kind of, oh yeah, well, this is the other move. I know my knife, and I'm very versed with it. It's not going to cut to the skin and cut into my hand, but again, you might want to do it at your own risk and safety precautions, guys. So anyway, slicing that up, I like to do that so when I take a spoon, I can just scoop it out. I don't know about you, if you wash your apples. I actually use soap, like a degreaser soap, to kind of get any kind of like excessive stuff. I also have some natural stuff too that I've used, like a de-waxer, but I always really scrub my apple. And so here we're just gonna chop the apple up. This is how I do it. So a little thing about me, I chipped my tooth once when I was younger, my front tooth, just a little whoops, and even though it has nothing to do with the apple right now, but this is how I eat my apples because I don't bite into things. Like, I'm so afraid of chipping off like the piece that I had put back on. So I always chop my apples up. In this case, I am going to just like really make them in small, tiny bits. You can do it a lot of different ways, whatever you like. I like doing the apples with the mandarin and just all the combination of this whole meal that I'm showing you, because it has good fats, has some good carbs, it has sugars from fructose and stuff, but it's good to go. So we're just gonna move. This is how I've been doing it recently. I used to just kind of put everything separate on a plate, but now I just take the mixing bowl. It doesn't look as good, which you'll see once we get it mixed together here when I show you. But at this point, I just pretty much get it all in this bowl, and I'll show you what I do. I also have the scale. It's on top of the scale so that I can measure and tear in between for like this, for example. Though in this video I like messed up and I forgot to turn on the scale there for a moment, so I might have gone like 5 grams or so over. Whoops. So feta cheese, it's 28 grams per serving. I don't need all the fat. I just like the flavor, and it's not really whatever, eating sustainably, right? So I do 14 grams. So it's not too much of a caloric impact. Could do without it, be fine, but I really enjoy it, and I'm getting results doing what I'm doing, so I don't need to cut too much. I also like, these are something I could do without, but it's also really good. And again, right now I'm doing a lot of cardio, so the extra energy is something I'm ready to have, willing to have. So I add the craisins in there as well. And then we just kind of mix it all together with the dressing and just kind of get it all tossed into a mixture. I'm going to add a few spices that I'll show you, so it's not just all plain. I like salt. I sweat a lot, so I usually use a lot of salt. Garlic, using some black pepper there. And last couple days, I've been adding just like about that much, just a little bit of ginger. Again, just kind of mix it around. You can add all kinds of spices, whatever. Like that's the thing that's great about this stuff is it's just this is the combination I make. See, it doesn't look. It looks a little interesting when you stir it all together like that. It looks more presentable if I don't toss it all together. Like the avocados, because I'm tossing that in there, it kind of like just gives it a weird look, but still good. So that's what I do, and I've actually weighed this. I'm not weighing it today because I found that roughly that much is, and it doesn't matter. It's inconsequential. It's literally just like shredded cabbage and some carrots. But I get it. The portion's just about right with that. So I'll just put that on top and show you some of this. Like it looks a little weird because tossing it with the avocado. If I put that on the side and toss the other things separately, it wouldn't look quite so shiny. But it's really good though. Trust me, it is delicious. So the corn tortillas, I do this just for my little oven here. About 5 minutes. I just toast some yellow corn tortillas just because right now I want the extra carbs. I go with like a conventional, my macros and everything. A lot of carbs. I aim for protein. I don't care. I just add a little fats, healthy fats, of course. But I'm all about carbs right now because like I'm doing cardio every day. So we toast these. Good to go. I don't need anything on them. I used to put butter when I wasn't meal tracking, sometimes olive oil, but I like them just plain. They were really hot, by the way. So I just get it on the salad, get myself ready, and then there's one more step that I usually will do, or that I absolutely do. Actually, I've been doing this for about 2 weeks now with back in the meal prep. So this is my journal, and I just fill out my meals as I go, portions and everything, and I can input it in MyFitnessPal later. So that's it, and I talked about it a little bit here, so let's get to it. It's seriously so good. There's just so many layers of flavor between like the vinaigrette. It's like sweet and tangy, but also savory. Because you got the grilled chicken. There's the healthy fats with the avocado. We got some good carbohydrates. That's why we're doing the corn tortilla. We just extra carbs. We're working really hard. We got the apple, the mandarin, the craisins, the crunchiness from the slaw mix. Just dry. It's just basically cabbage and carrots. So good. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I hope this gave you some ideas. This is just one of the things I enjoy, and it's just the way I'm making it right now. It's a lot of different varieties. You don't have to stir it all together. That's just what I did this time. But finding fun, creative ways to eat sustainably, like this is moving me towards my goal. I'm staying in my deficit. I'm eating, I would say plenty of food. Oftentimes the people, like when I was doing this in 2019, I would share some of my meals. And this was when I was at like my leanest, and people wouldn't be able to finish them. Because, I eat a lot of food. It's just wholesome, good food. And you can eat a lot of it compared to processed foods. And the volume, like there's so much more volume that you can consume of good, healthy, clean foods in fun, sustainable ways. Like I really enjoy this versus like I'm excited about the salad. I was excited to make this today. I was gonna make the video, so I've been putting it off just so I could get everything set up, but I just wanted to eat this salad. So I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna finish this off, and that's it. So just things like this. And one thing I find that works really well for me, I'll leave on this, is when I'm doing my meal prep, I'll tend to find something that's really good that I also really enjoy that I can eat over and over and over again for a while. Eventually I'll get tired of this flavor. But for now, I love it. It fits my goals, and it's something I can have as a main meal every day. So I've been having this variety, like this combination. There's a lot of different ways I can mix this up too in the future. But as far as like just kind of with these ingredients, this is what I've been doing for a couple weeks, and it's great, and I still love it. So this just, hope it helped you out, and we'll go from there. So until next time.